Christian Benteke this time last year burst onto the scene and had a phenomenal first season in the Premier League, 19 goals. Is this the dread of all top strikers when you get the sort of yips when you, because he hasn't scored for, I think Linda will help me out, 11 hours and
59 minutes.
59 minutes.
I don't want to tempt fate then. Yeah, well, it's maybe the second season syndrome. It's all those old cliches, but it's probably a consequence that he burst on the scene and not too many of us knew too much about him. And he's an outstanding football player, and it's taken a little bit of time for everybody to come to terms with his ability and what you do to try and stop his effectiveness. So maybe he's suffering a little bit from that. But he's a quality player, and you know at some point that he'll start scoring again. I think there was some suggestion that he might not play, or he might be dropped. I wouldn't take too much stall in that, to be perfectly honest. So he's a good player, and he's pivotal to how they want to play. He's a focal point, and even if he's not scoring, he's certainly still of value to Aston Villa's team. So that's why he's remained in the side, I would think. Yeah, it's an important game for us. We're on a decent run in the Premier League. We were disappointed midweek to go out of the League Cup, obviously, but as it seems at the moment, there's games one after another in short succession, and once again we've got an opportunity to play a game and get over the disappointment of midweek. And it's a big game. Villa are a big side and a big team in most people's eyes. So we want to continue our decent form in the Premier League and keep our home form going, which is good at the moment in the league. So we just make sure we start hitting the performance levels that we've done for most of the season. Well, obviously Robert Huth's still unavailable. Ryan hasn't trained yet. We're going to give him as long as we can, but he'll get a fitness test tomorrow in the morning, because obviously we need to know quite quickly. If he's not available, then we've got to obviously rearrange and make changes. So he's a doubt at the moment. Peter Crouch had an issue with his groin as well. We're hopeful on him. Johnny Walters should be okay. He had an issue with his ankle. But apart from that, the Ryan Shawcross is the one that we have a real doubt about. We've got lots of games coming up, and if it means that he just misses this one, then we have him for the full Christmas period and beyond, then so be it. But we'll give him as much time as we can to give him an opportunity to play tomorrow.
If Ryan is unfit, you've got a few options. Can you just spell out those options for us?
Yeah, well, I've got a number of options, but I've got to be conscious of players that have played and who's most comfortable in the positions that need filling. So I've got a few things to look at and a few things to mull over. But you wouldn't expect me to go through all the options here and now, would you? But I've got good options. I think that's the important thing. If Ryan doesn't make it, I've still got good options that will enable us to be nice and solid. Well, it's a home game, and home games and home form will be crucial for us this year. So we want to be positive. We want hopefully to get maximum points, because that's the order of the day. Yeah, we have got difficult fixtures, but that's the Premier League for you. Eh? Almost every week or every other week you're going up against top teams, and it's a challenge. But that's why there's such a focus on the Premier League, because of the quality of teams. So yeah, we've got key games coming up, but home form will be crucial for us. We set ourselves targets, and we have a figure in our mind what would be a decent figure for ourselves. We're doing okay in terms of targets we've set ourselves and where we want to be at the end of the season. So we're quite comfortable in terms of points accrued at the moment. Probably the disappointments that we feel we probably should have had more than we actually got, because of some of the performances have warranted more points. But we're okay at the moment. We're ticking along nicely.